Hello everyone, it's Evie here. Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about, the toxicity of TikTok TV and toxicity as a whole. Like talking about like gaming, streaming, and stuff like that. So let's get straight into it. So, so pretty much what I realized is that when playing, a game I play sometimes. A time to get returned to is, well, Brawlhalla. And I've been trying to really take it life seriously recently. I realized, yeah. So, yeah, then people start thinking, oh, I have to, I know it's really silly for a 22-year-old trans woman to be upset over emotes in a video game. I feel like sometimes people do it intentionally just to be annoying and just to be hateful, just to get a reaction out of you. And the funny thing is that when I had to send them an invite or message them, like, hey, can you stop being toxic, or can you realize that what you're doing is just messed up and wrong in so many ways possible? They are just like, nah, it's part of the game. So, like, I know it's not like emoting or like say taunting for that matter. Like, you do it on purpose just to get a reaction. It's not funny. It's when I call them out. Like, let's say they invite me to their friend's party. Let's say it has 5 or 6 or 7 of their friends, or 8 of their friends in the party, right? And then they're thinking, oh, you know what's funny? I mute all of them except for the person, or them, they'll be annoying enough. I end up yelling, screaming, stuff like that. Then when I really calm down, I'm like, you know what? I tell them this. You just homophobic, transphobic, ableist, sexist person is thinking a new, small-minded, closed-minded person thinking that being good in video games is the only thing in life that matters? Like, you've been upset at me for what? Not being able to do like a true combo? Like, I can like read off a couple of things that that I said to this one person, I'm not gonna say their name. Like for one, doesn't even matter at the end of the day. You and your friends are just like for one, like these multiple of these people will just being toxic, like okay, here's a good one. Like this is what I said to this person. Level 100 next, you can't do any combos. Guessing you can't play without the 6, aka heavy attacks. Because to me, when someone spams same moves, it's kind of annoying, Guessing you can't win a game. I can. You were just playing passive and not learning anything. So just like, I don't want to waste time trying to combo someone brain dead. What, don't, or you could just hate, or you just a hateful little one that cares way too much on reading than having fun being nice. I joined the party and then they were just making fun of me. Don't, you didn't even give me a chance to explain myself. Is that what you do to others? You mentally slow or something? Can I actually explain myself, or are you going to make this all one-sided? Yo, I don't think you get how this works. I don't care what you have to say, because they don't allow me to. You literally cut me off. Fight about it. Don't probably like I legit was like trying to tell them straight up like I don't get BS players and why it matters so much if someone's good or not. Like it's just a platform fighting big and that's free to play on all platforms. Oh, I'll get good or get better. That doesn't make sense when I am trying my best to. This game is just difficult to improve. Your skill over on, and you and everyone else knows that is the truth. If it wasn't, then everyone would be diamond over Holland. Those two are one of the highest ranks you can get in Brawlhalla, by the way. For Holland requires you to be diamond, I think it's like 20, 2500. I think it's high diamond. Then you need 100 wins in order to be for Holland and pro at this point. And there wouldn't be a reason to host a tournament with lots of money as the grand prize if that was the case. How would you like it if you were trying to explain yourself and the other person just cut you off in mid-sentence? I know it right, so why do it to others? Like, I have plenty of like other examples, and this person would have been annoying. Like this other person would have been annoying. Like I said, on 7-6, you're the only one judging others based on elo instead of their personality and what they have to offer. Like elo doesn't even matter when you direct it. You are better, yes, but that still doesn't mean that you should just stop listening to them all because you're better than someone at one thing. Bro, I was trying to give you advice and then you went toxic for no reason at all. Next time, don't judge someone based on their elo in the video game, since that doesn't tell you who they are and what else they they are good at. This is why you should think before you even speak. Plus, you should use oh, it's because I'm better as an excuse to be talked, and shouldn't use oh, it's because I'm better as an excuse to be talked, and to treat others like they aren't even human beings. After your safe didn't even hit. How are you this lazy to the point where you don't see how good Jordan and Spear are on the road? Like I just feel myself was like tell them I'm like they're really good player, like straight up and like straight up being like, huh, weird. And they're like people going like it's part of the game, yada yada yada, then like they're going like oh 7-0, 7-0 and stuff like that. And it's funny when people are like that being that toxic thinking, oh, you can only, be this toxic. Like I could sign in and I think it was like because I was actually fact checking telling the other person because he was thinking, oh, winning is life, winning is this, winning is this and this and this. And they blocked me. It was fun because they were the one being like, oh, but like you suck at this and this and this and this and this. But the truth is that as soon as I started throwing facts, they kicked me from the party, or mute me, or block me. So then why did this all lead to? Well, simply put it, it's the fact that they think that, you know, they, they think it's a good idea to do that because of the fact that the, two kick streamers that, I learned about the exact same thing to something about chickens when he had a dumb doing their stream and stuff like that. And they were like, ah. Oh. And their friend in the car going, leave, leave, kick, 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 kick. Because something about chickens outed them during the stream to a bunch of their viewers. And but the viewers probably wouldn't even care. But it's like, bruh, like if you're going to be doing something that's very, very illegal, you better be ready for someone to at least out you at some point, make you look bad and dumb. Like, okay. Like, so, and yeah. This is gonna be the last one. This other person came from the Brawler community. Again, the Brawler community is very, very toxic. This is the first time I'm reading out messages to you all. So this is gonna be the last one. Then I move on with the rest of the video. See what happens when you annoy someone, they will annoy you back. I can clearly see that you don't like it, but you clearly didn't get the memo when you play Brawlhalla. That's you. I won't stop till you say that I'm right and that you will learn from this. Hell no. Also, you will continue to be annoying towards others. Okay, now my fault if it keeps on happening. Not saying I will harass them. Okay, that does make me look bad. I'm not actually gonna do it. It's just more like, I'm not actually gonna do it actually. You're not a winner. Being a winner isn't life. I hope you know that. Are you winning at your job, or out and about walking in the park, or reading a book, or an article, or looking at art? It's my life. I don't sit in a room to take L's like you. Just because someone isn't a winner doesn't mean why they are saying what they are saying isn't true, so you don't learn from your losses in anything in life. You have to take losses in sports or in competitive game or in anything in life to learn and to improve, or else there wouldn't be reason to keep on playing or keep on doing and improving on. So, so to improve anything in life, you would pretty much saying to me and to yourself that else is bad, meaning that you won't learn anything in your own life, because you didn't think that once through. I do MMA and have been for 9 years. Don't tell me about sports. Think about it. If people had the mindset that you have right now, we wouldn't have the Marvel movies, TV shows, DC movies, TV shows, and comics and books and tech we had. TV shows and comics and books and tech. We had to make mistakes to learn and to improve from them. It's good that you do MMA, but you also have to learn from your losses and mistakes in that sport. Like, how did you not figure that one out? You're not a good fit to me when it comes to real life. Did you think that only winning was the real winning and improving? Well, yes, because we aren't the same person. That's common knowledge. Who wants to win all the time? No one does. You're just old and boring. You're such a loser. You wouldn't know about winning. Okay, I'm fine with that since okay, I'm fine with that. Since I would rather be a loser than loser than losing in a video game so that they can learn and be a winner who thinks that winning is everything in life. Award since I do bowling and I'm pretty good at that, not gonna lie, and basketball and football and editing videos and being entertained in my videos and streams since right now I'm at 673 subs. No, it's 674 subscribers. But and 51 members on my Discord server. So I think that I am doing pretty good, and I have also a job, so my life is doing well. And I have a loving and caring and family friends who support me, being a trans woman and being bad at saying things, and they have an open and clear mind, unlike you. I play games that actually help me think more creative than playing competitive video games. Then that can cause people to think closed-minded like you. It's funny how we have this hearing thing and it goes like this. With great power comes great responsibility, aka Uncle Ben from Spider-Man. Spider never ever gives up no matter what he goes through in the comics. He has been killed lots of times and then brought back to life, then to just be killed off again and again for the fun of it, and then be cheated on by his girlfriend MJ with Black Cat or Harry Osborn. Okay, bro. I look up to people who fail time and time again and never ever give up, no matter how difficult it is. That's something you don't get or learn from winning ever, and that is facts. Facts. Losing isn't always a bad thing in life. You have to learn, you have to make mistakes to learn anything. You're the reason people hate on anime. You're just too close You're just too close, narrow, and small-minded to understand the true, real meaning of life. Anime has real talk in them, like about never ever giving up. Like in the anime, The Black Clover, where Asta was born without magic, and it was full of magic, and how people think that he is weak, but really he is a demon that relies on despair, and that he never gives up to become the king of all magic, or the king of the king of all magic. In all animes, they all tell the same story that the kid never ever gives up, and that tells the audience that they can do it too. Even in the DreamWorks movies and Disney movies, they have the same type of storyline. I don't hate on anime. I actually love that it exists because without it, we wouldn't have the amazing movies that you show us today. Well, Disney wanted to give up lots of times, but because of his older brother, Roy Disney, he helped him to never ever give up on his dreams and to be an animator and a dreamer, even when the money was tight. You see that winning in his life? Did you know that Brad Pitt was picked last in the NFL draft? And now look at him. He is one of the best NFL QBs by far. So your mindset is off by a light year. Those who think that winning is everything, or those that don't mistakes and learn from their mistakes. And to those who don't think that winning is everything, or those that make it farther in life than those who think that winning is everything. I'm a very wise one. so you can't even outlaw it or out-wisdom it, even if you tried. It's really important in life. Winning is often seen as a key component of success, but its importance can vary based on personal and societal values. It's really important in life. Winning is often seen as a key component to success, but its importance can vary based on personal and societal values. Here are some perspective on whether winning is important in life. Validation of hard work. Winning can serve as a validation of hard work, effort, and dedication, reinforcing the belief in one's abilities and providing a sense of accomplishment. 1. Lead to further success and opportunities. Then, focusing solely on winning can lead to negative consequences including burnout, loss of personal growth, and diminished fulfillment in life. The downsides of winning mentally, loss of perspective. When winning becomes the only goal, individuals may lose sight of the process and the learning opportunities that come with it. This can lead to lack of personal growth and failure to appreciate the journey. Physiological impact. A relentless focus on winning can result in physiological harm. There is literal science that backs it up tenfold. You just wouldn't do the homework on the subject. I do the homework so I can check if I'm right or wrong. But it looks like this time I am right. And that's what happens when people, imagine someone like is like chicken or someone that does the homework or knows what they're talking about. And the frustrating thing is that it's every single time that it's, I won't say all men because it can be any gender. I'm gonna say that here, any gender identity and sexuality, which sucks, but you have to accept the truth. They're gonna be toxic as all heck and stuff like that. But the thing is that people who think and have that mindset where thinking winning is everything, it's okay to force minors or people of age to sell their private parts on their live streams. It's thinking it's a good idea, bad idea. You're actually being very dumb and giving the police the perfect in court the perfect evidence to use against the person who caused the situation. Like, so all you streams showing you did this. Yes. So yeah, you going away for a very, very long time. Thinking that it's okay. And Kit.com has people with that mindset I just talked about. Because the one thing that I don't understand is that why is it so important that you have to go to video games or you have to be this tough guy when really you don't have to be all the time. It gets tiring. It's not really that fun, really. Like, it's like, what's the point of being this toxic, hateful? And the phrasing is that each time when someone like me points out, let's say that is a man, their masculinity, they will kick you from the party or discard VC, whatever it may be, and never talk to you again. That would, like, I decided to more confident in myself. Each time someone calls me the F slur or the R slur, I say, you know what? Yeah, I am those things. They ignore the fact that because they call me a man, they're like, oh, so if I'm a man, guess I'm man enough to know that I'm a woman, and that you're just a weak person that can't really, that your masculinity is so fragile that you have to keep calling yourself a man, that you're a grown man. Like I talked to someone on Xbox that was like, I'm like, your masculinity is so fragile that like you saw a man wearing a dress and make a nail polish, you'll freak out over that alone. And supposed to be able to walk scot free, ignore you, and just be able to be like, you know what, at least I'm brave enough to know who I am. Are you? You freaking over me when I did nothing wrong to you. Like, all this, like, hate, all this toxicity is thinking that is such a good idea does not make sense at all. Like, why are so many people who the people I sadly deal with in Brawler are mostly men. who's saying, oh, I need to know what journals you have, or I need to know if you're a virgin or not. I need, we need to know. Then you try to voice. Let's say it's you. Let's say that you're doing a party. It's like, hey, I got this really cute, friend, and try to like hook you up with your friend, and then it's like no, like that's no. And the person I sadly was talking to was like, okay, so what's your skin color? And I'm like, what? Like I was like straight up like, what the fuck? You're asking like racial questions. So again, why I ask you this? Why are people so weird when it comes to talking online? When it comes to like talking Xbox party, I've never been in whatever it's called on PlayStation, a PlayStation party group. I don't know what's called on PlayStation, so tell me down below in the comment section what it's called. But it does not make sense to me that people would think that it's a good idea to be this type of person that goes around saying you have to be good. Because all at the same time, you're forcing yourself to reach a high skill level that you'll never ever reach. Then you'll be a burnout. Because then you're not going to be only about winning, you're thinking that losing is bad. If losing was a bad thing, then it would be frowned upon. But in most, school lecture and teachings, it's like all these politicians, all these people that play sports, they've lost many, many, many times. But did they lose in sports many, many times? Yes, but they never ever give up. It's the fact that being toxic, being inappropriate, may get you money, but down the road, all the evidence you want to, let's say, get yourself let's say that you want to work at like a job, right? Then let's say that you get, done doing streams, and then you're like, this is not really gonna be working out for me for that long, you know? Then what happens then? Like, if you have good money left, then that's good. Also, for the long haul for your life, you're gonna be like, oh, I can't even think this one through. If anyone gets a job, they can usually people be like, hey, don't hire this person. This person is a predator towards kids, a pedophile towards kids, because this person did a live stream a bunch of times, like a couple years back, when this person forced them to expose himself live on the live stream without them knowing. Like, what? Being toxic, inappropriate, doesn't get you good friends. It gets you friends that have the same mindset as you, but soon it's soon gonna be all about competition and content, and soon getting you and your friend in trouble with the law. Like, why do you think that the type of content that I make on on this channel is nowhere as close as being inappropriate as theirs? Because I will never reach their level. Never ever will. Like for me, I recently deleted chat character AI after using it for way too long, realizing I was dependent on it to talk to someone instead of actually talking to real people. Realizing it was ruining my mental health more than anything else. That was me doing something that's good for my mental health, stuff like that. And okay, what about you? Drinking. By the way, I've been refilling this water bottle for a couple of days now. So that's been a good thing for me. So that's one thing I'm gonna be trying to do more this year is drinking more water. But other than that, get back to the video. So yeah, being toxic and kind of being inappropriate towards people does not make you a good person. It makes you the worst type of person. And then saying stuff like, "Oh, what's in your pants?" or "What race and why you sound like that?" Then using R slurs and F slur, kind of weird. and it kind of like offensive. Really, doesn't make sense. It's like why bother? That's why like I never really say it in Discord or you know ever. Like I'm not used to saying the slur. That's why I only say all slur and F slur because I complicate in it. So yeah, that's more of the story. Don't be someone. Don't become someone that's toxic, rude, or hateful. If you want to be a content creator, or just have friends who actually see you for who you truly are. Not just being good at like a video game or for this one skill set in sport. And don't try to like one up it, and don't like be like, yeah, I'm better than you at every single sport. Like you really just demotivate someone in your friend group and be like, being like, dang, you don't actually see me. You only use me as a way to hit me and to put me down. Okay, so you see me as a punching bag to just insult and then not to apologize. Say yeah, then you say sorry later on, but then not really mean it to have friends. Like being toxic doesn't make you a good person. It makes you the worst type of person imaginable in life. Someone like me would never hang out with someone that's toxic. Never. Like that's why I want to go to this channel to be a place where people feel safe being LGBTQIA plus on the autism spectrum or Down syndrome or whatever. As long as you're a nice, respectable person that supports the LGBTQI plus community, doesn't care if someone is autistic, Down syndrome, doesn't care because someone's like skin or anything like that. Like this is why I have the mindset I have because I would never ever ask anyone what's in their pants. Because why would someone like me ask that question if I don't like the question being asked in the first place? It does not make sense. It's not my place to ask that question. I'm not their doctor. I'm not their dad or mom. I'm not their like nurse or anyone that works at like medical really. To really like I'm only a 21-year-old autistic trans woman that works at McDonald's and does YouTube for fun. Like, what? Why would I go around asking people about their play reports? I would never do that. People who do ask those questions, I'm like, I tell them straight up, you're weird. You're more weird than I am. That's creepy. No, like for one, do you ask your own friends that type of question when you first meet them? And you go, hey, first question I have to ask you before we become friends. What's in your pants real quick? Cause I have to know. Then we talk about civil stuff. It's like, do they not realize how creepy that sounds? It's like, bruh, it's kids are grown ass men. Else, if you keep asking us, thinking about that, then you get so used to asking people, you shouldn't be asking minors when you're older. When you're like a legal adult. And once that isn't keep asking people that online, you do not know their age. And somehow for me, I'm gonna say this right here, right now. I've made this for I somehow figured out how to know how the players' ages by their how they act mentally. Meaning, it's asking me, oh, what's in my pants, or your skill level, blah 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 blah. I'm like, so you're like what, 17, 16, 15 years old, 18 years old? It's like, what, huh? How did you? You know why? Because A, your attitude towards me, and second, you're kind of acting kind of mentally like 16 to 15 to 17 or 18 years old, that's immature, thinking asking this type of question is a good idea. Did you ask your friend this type of question when you first met him in school or out in public, asking what in their pants and decide to talk about like sports all the time? Is that how you make friends? Because that's not how I make friends. Like instead to like for me, instead of interact with me first, I'm introvert. But other than that, we don't talk about body part because that doesn't inappropriate in general. Inappropriate, don't do it ever. Doesn't matter someone's part of the LGBTQIA community or not. Never ask anyone what's in their pants or their ethnicity if they're uncomfortable with that and stuff like that. That's kind of dumb, racist, and the disabilities. That's racist, homophobic, transphobic, and ableist, and sexist. Like, how do they not know this? Because people can be racist, homophobic, ableist, homophobic, transphobic, ableist, sexist, and racist. Like, there's a nice thing about all those things. No, that's why I made this video because it's like, why? Why? Why is being toxic becoming the new norm? We're thinking that, oh, being toxic brings in views, brings on attention. Yes, but also get you a whole lot of trouble with the police. Think about it. If you're friends, with you and your friends doing it, you can cause you and your friends a whole heap of trouble. And let's say that your friend, that one friend was not doing anything at all. That one friend can be questioned if they knew about the plan and anything like that, and can lead to your friend having anxiety and being traumatized by that. Like, it just sucks because I watched a documentary video where this kid who has a lisp like I do was hated, was being so toxic and hated on that this bunch of kids decided to legit send in a whole SWAT team to his house because of how he talked. Because they were like, oh, your voice is so annoying. Send a SWAT team. And that's on Xbox. Like, bruh. So, I'm gonna leave the video here. So the video doesn't get too long because I'll rant about this for hours on end. Because it's something that I feel like people need to wake up on. But I know for a fact never will. But the moral of the story is just don't hang out with people that know it's gonna like make you look bad. And if you realize that your friends are pressing you to do something that might be illegal or peer pressing you to do anything that is hurting other people's feelings, then realize, oh, I don't like this. It's hurting my own, feelings. Because being toxic all the time also hurts your self-image, your reputation. When someone first meets you, then you're first toxic to them, they're gonna be like, no, 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 I'm not gonna hang out with that. With that person? Never. That's why being toxic isn't exactly a good thing. A little bit toxicity in your friend group, that's fine, because that's, how friends go. But if it gets way too far, way too deep, where, like, it ends up being just more and more and more and more aggressive, you can cause a really bad things to happen instantly. And you can just really, really just escalate from there. Because please, please, just realize if being hateful and toxic isn't worth it. Being nice and respectful, being empathetic, being caring, and being a good listener when someone needs it the most is better. Because you only have one life. And if you want to waste your whole life away or being a hateful person, that's on you. Not on the person that's gonna make it positive by being nice, understanding, and willing to help others. Because I watch people like Technoblade, Dante, Stampy, Echo Soldier, Ivy Story Cat, and many others that are truly just good content creators that have done nothing wrong. And that's where I got, my influence from, becoming a nice person because of the fact that how I was raised by my family and who I watched on YouTube. Because I realized when I become a content creator, because if I did so many research on bad content creators, I didn't want to be the content creator that did anything inappropriate, you know? So yeah. So again, if you did enjoy this video, again, please just be nice to people. That's all I ask. You don't have one life. Don't waste it being hateful. And yeah, leave a like, subscribe. If you can join Discord, then yeah, the link will be down in the description as always. And yeah, and if you can't join Discord for any reason at all, then you can comment down below what's about today's video and our join our Blue Sky as well and our community tab as well if you don't want to chat and hang out with us. Other than that, it's been good talking about why being toxic isn't a good thing. And yeah, I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.